Song and Story World. Song and Story World.
Hello and welcome to Song and Story World. Porridge can cause problems. I bet you didn't know that. When I make porridge, it's a problem remembering how much water or milk to put in and how long to cook it for. My porridge either ends up as a solid lump or as white trickly stuff. Oh, and another problem in the first place is, did I remember to buy another packet when I went to the shops? Sometimes I forget. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a little girl called Melody. Now, Melody lived with her mum in a tiny little house in the middle of a tiny little town called Tiny Town. Yes, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Melody's mum didn't have much money, and often the two of them had nothing to eat all day. Goodness me, their tummies rumbled. One day, Melody was walking in the woods. Don't worry, there are no wolves in this story. As she walked along, picking pretty flowers for her mum, she sang a sad song. Presently, she passed by a little cottage and an old woman popped her head out of the open window. "What a beautiful song, little girl, but it is very, very sad. Why is it so sad?" Melody told the old woman that her mum had no money and that there was no food to eat in the house. "Well, I can do something about that," said the old woman, and went back into the house. "Oh, goody," thought Melody. "Perhaps she's going to give us some sausages or bananas or even a loaf of bread, perhaps even some cake." Melody was a bit disappointed when the old lady came out holding just a small, empty black pot. "Here you are," she said. "Well, thank you very, very much," said Melody, "but we actually have no food to cook in it." "Oh, no, said the old woman. "This is a magic pot. All you have to do is say the words, 'pot, cook,' and the pot will, by magic, cook you some delicious sweet porridge." Goodness me, I just love sweet porridge, and Mum does too. All you have to do to stop it cooking porridge is to say the magic words, "pot, stop." Oh, I can't wait to get home and try it out with my mum. We're both so hungry. Thank you so very much. She waved to the old lady, and off she went home. Straight away, Melody told her mum about the little old lady, and they put the empty black pot on the kitchen table. "Here we go," said Melody to her mum. "Pot, cook." Nothing happened for a second or two, and then there was a gentle gurgling, squishing, plopping sound, and porridge magically appeared at the bottom of the black pot. It smelled delicious, and their tummies rumbled even more. When the porridge had reached the top of the pot, Melody said, "Pot, stop," and it did. The two of them grabbed spoons and ate the best meal they'd had in a long time. The sweet porridge was absolutely scrummy.
Song and Story.
Well, that could be the end of the story, but it isn't. One day, Melody went out for a walk. While she was away, her mum felt a bit peckish. "I just fancy some sweet porridge," she said to herself. "Now, where's that little black pot?" Mum put the pot on the table and said the magic words, "Pot, cook." Soon there was a gentle gurgling, squishing, plopping sound as the pot started to fill up with porridge. When it was half full, Mum thought there would be quite enough for her to eat and said the magic words, "Pot, finish." Except, of course, they were not the magic words. "Pot, end," she said, as the porridge reached the rim of the black pot. "Pot, OK." Oops, wrong again. Mum had forgotten the magic words. and the porridge started to spill over the top of the pot onto the floor. "Pot, that's it! Pot, enough! Pot, cease! Pot, halt!" All of these were the wrong words, of course. Not magic at all. And the porridge started to flow out through the door, into the street, into someone else's house, then into another, until the whole of Tiny Town was smothered in sweet porridge. People had to leave their homes and run into the forest to escape the massive flood of porridge. When Melody came home from her walk, she couldn't believe her eyes. "Mum, what's going on? Why don't you stop the pot cooking?" "Oh, sorry, dear. I think I forgot the magic words. Are they stop pot?" Well, that was the closest yet, but still wrong. "No, Mum. What a silly sausage you are." Melody got as close as she could to the little black pot, which was still madly cooking porridge, and said quite clearly, "Pot, stop." And it did. Not only were Melody and her mum happy, but the whole of Tiny Town was too. The people were not happy at having to dig their way through tons of porridge to get to their homes, though, and clearing up was a nightmare. So you see, porridge can cause problems, but at least all you have to do is decide what to have mixed with yours, not to have to dig through tons of it. Porridge? Magic.
If you come across a magic cooking pot, take care, take care. If you come across a magic cooking pot, beware, beware. Be careful with the words you use. Start with pot cook. Remember all those magic words. Just say pot cook. Then take a look inside. If you come across a magic cooking pot, take care, take care. If you come across a magic cooking pot, beware, beware. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up quick. You can't eat a ton of cold porridge. Sweep it up, sweep it up, sweep it up quick. You can't sweep a ton of cold porridge. If you come across a magic cooking pot, take care, take care. If you come across a magic cooking pot, beware, beware. When you have cooked up all you need, just say pot stop. Just use those other magic words, pot stop. If not, it ends up on the floor. If you come across a magic cooking pot, take care, take care. If you come across a magic cooking pot, beware, beware. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up quick. You can't eat a ton of cold porridge. Sweep it up, sweep it up, sweep it up quick. You can't sweep a ton of cold porridge. If you come across a magic cooking pot, take care, take care. If you come across a magic cooking pot, beware, beware.